Hey, what is going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for another video. We've just drawn to Bristol City 1-1. And as always, I like to get your guys' thoughts. So I went to you guys on Twitter and asked for your thoughts after this game. First in was Joe Denton. He says, bringing on Basong when he is desperate for a win. He desperately wants the £2 million, doesn't he? Shambles and clueless. Completely agree, mate. Said it in my match review. Unbelievable. You bring on Sebastian Basong, arguably our worst defender, for one of the most... Yeah, he didn't deliver certain crosses and he wasn't getting past his man as much, but he's a dangerous player, is Josh Murphy. Disgraceful. This is a nice little graphic. Someone sent in, can't throw away a match if you never turn up, with Alex Steele going like that. I like that. Nice work. Gareth Wellham saying Alex Neil is clueless. Josh Humphreys tweeted another graphic in being a Norwich fan, and it's a picture of a kid saying, I expect nothing and I'm still let down. Exactly that, my friend. Tom Fierce, as Neil says, he's aiming for promotion, yet brings a defender on for Murphy at 1-1. He's clueless and out of his depth. And the thing is, I agree completely, Tom. I listened to Alex Neil in his interviews, and boy, is he a good talker. Like, I was listening to him on the radio this morning, and I was like, this man can take us forwards. I have been the biggest Neil out person this season that you will find. I've been criticised for it, and I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so, almost. I think most people could predict it though, but I listened to Alex Neil's press conference this morning and I thought, actually, I believe in what he says. He's not executing the things he says. It's empty words. He's talking out of his arse. They are empty words. Don't listen to what he says because he doesn't do it when it matters. Paris says, difficult to watch a club we all love so much fail and disappoint over and over again. Paris, I completely agree with you. It is genuinely very annoying and devastating. Vinny Mancy says, what's the point? Club won't listen. I've tried to see the best in Alex Neil and blame our stale squad, but tonight is the last straw. Vinny, I completely agree with you, my friend. I've tried to kind of, you know, be as optimistic as possible and say, well, is it the players? Yeah, it is, of course, the players' fault, but they're being led by a man who doesn't know what he's doing. He is out of his depth, and I just look at them and I don't see any inspiration from anywhere. If you're being led by a man who doesn't know what he's doing, how can you expect to know what to do? It's unbelievable. Vinny, thank you for your comment, mate. Adam says, for the last 2 years we've been shit. I completely agree. Richard says, utterly disheartened, no feeling of control from top of the club down, drifting towards mediocrity. I completely agree with you there. Stan says, I do like Neil as a manager, but I think now we're staying in the mid-table. It's time to think about the future of NCFC without Alex Neil. And once again, mate, I agree. Canary Long says, didn't expect that one, just laughed when we conceded because what else can you do? And you know what, mate? I did exactly the same. And that shouldn't be the way that you support a football club. When you concede, you should be like, right, that is really shit, but I'm going to get up for it again, and I'm going to go again. Even when we scored, I was like, oh, cool, right? Whoopity-doo, we're staying 9 points off the playoffs, like, brilliant. We're still playing a team that isn't going to be here next season under a manager that shouldn't be here, under a recruitment system that is old and stale, under a team that hasn't got a CEO. I should be celebrating a lovely goal from Yannick Wildschut, but it's impossible because it isn't going to progress. David says, oh, God, what will it take to end this nightmare? Oh, mate, I really don't know. Chris Parker says, 2 years ago, Neil brought on attackers in situation seen tonight, i.e. 1-1, a few minutes left. What change it's been ever since a 6-2. Mate, completely agree. Newcastle derailed us that season. They derailed us this season. Haggis, first half okay, second half shit. Alex Neil to rebuild over the summer, controversial. Look, before today, I did think, look, give Neil a chance. I didn't think that. I thought, look, I don't want Neil to be here, but there's a possibility he can turn this around. After watching it tonight, he's a mug. Like, what is he doing? And I'm not just saying that to offend Alex Neil and to defend people who like Alex Neil. I'm saying it to try and get in his head because he's killing himself as a manager. What are you doing to yourself? Unbelievable. Rodri says, absolutely embarrassing not to be pushing for promotion this season. No other club's board would have given the time that Alex Neil has. Completely agree. Gareth Griffith says, clueless subs once again and no plan B. Need to be playing the youth. Mate, I said it in my preview, I've said it in my review, I said it in the podcast. Play the youth, get the foundation set. We haven't done it. Opportunity missed. Nathan Round says, it's just funny now. Can't expect anything different. Basongan instead of Close is the man on a different planet. I think he might be, mate. James Mackay says, honestly, there are no more words to say. Bad away form or not, we should have hung on. This is why we're not getting promoted. James, I completely agree. Form, yeah, it's been terrible. We're 1-0 up against a team who literally everything is going against them. They sacked their head coach on game day. Their best player, I'm joking now. They've got Aaron Wilbraham starting for them. Gary O'Neill's injured. Their best player, Tammy Abraham, is injured. What are we doing? Loads of people just really, really disheartened, basically. Adam says, the pain is too unbearable. The atmosphere on Saturday will be toxic. No one believes in us, and we scraped the draw versus Bristol. Ashley says, I don't know how you manage not to break anything in your videos after matches like that. I'm angry, embarrassed, can't be bothered. Mate, I'm beyond being angry. I'm just disappointed for everyone, and I feel sad for everyone who loves this club as much as I do. I feel let down. Jake Mann, 3 points from a possible 15. Season is over and has been for a while. Time for the youth. How can anyone still back him? Mate, thanks once again, people, for getting your tweets in. Once again, it's good to see everyone kind of getting involved and getting your opinions in, and I really do appreciate it. And after results like this, and after results this season, it's been nice to kind of go to you guys on Twitter and kind of collectively vent, basically. Apparently there's going to be an Alex Neil out protest on Saturday, which will be interesting. Look, I'm not promoting it, but I'm certainly not saying that don't go to it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. Leave it a like, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you very, very, very soon for another game of Norwich City goodness, or not so goodness. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Once upon a time, a fairy tale like